Hello, let's take a review of your practice test. Before we begin, don't forget your name. Can't give you credit for the practice test if you don't put your name on it. Number one, we want to find the geometric mean. So I always like to do x squared equals a times b. You could do it in a couple different ways, but for this video, that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to say x squared equals 2/9 times 1/3. Notice nothing reduces, so I get 2 over 27. So then x is going to be the square root of 2 over the square root of 27. Can't have 27 as a radical in the denominator, so we're going to multiply by 27, the square root of 27, to rationalize that denominator. So 2 times 27 is 54, all over 27. Now we can simplify the square root of 54. That's the square root of 9 times the square root of 6. Or it's 3 square roots of 6 all over 27. 3 goes into 27 9 times. Square root of 6 over 9 is your solution for question number 1. Okay, let's take a look at question number 2. We want to find x in triangle PQR. Well, I know the leg, 6, is the geometric mean. So in other words, I'm going to square 6 between the whole hypotenuse, which is 2x plus 5, and the part that's adjacent to 6, which is 2x. So we'll distribute the 2x inside. 6 squared is 36, equals 4x squared plus 10x. And then, since it's a quadratic, we'll make it equal to 0, so we minus 36 from both sides. And we get 0 equals 4x squared plus 10x minus 36. To make our life easier, notice I could factor out a 2. So we get 2x squared plus 5x minus 18. Now, if I divide both sides by 2, I don't have to worry about that 2 anymore because 0 divided by 2 is 0. So 0 equals 2x squared plus 5x minus 18. Since it's a quadratic, I think I can factor this. If I can't, I can use the quadratic formula. But I'm going to go 2x and x. And then I have to do a little guessing and checking here. I know these two numbers have to multiply to 18 or negative 18. And then when I do double distribute, I have to get 5x for my middle term. Well, let me see here. Let's try, and this is exactly what I'm saying, let's try 9 and negative 2. So I'll get negative 4x plus 9x. Well, that's 5x, isn't it? Forgot my plus sign I just noticed on the 9. So that means 2x plus 9 equals 0. Or x minus 2 equals 0. Notice on the first one, I would subtract 9 and 2x equals negative 9. I'll divide by 2. X equals negative 9 halves. But x can't be negative, because if x was negative, that would make p to s a negative statement. We can't have that. So, although it is a correct answer to the quadratic, it's not a correct answer to the problem. So we add 2 to both sides here. And there's our answer. X would equal to 2. On question number 3, we're still going to use our geometric mean formula. In this case, the altitude, that is the square root of 21, that's what I'm going to square, is the geometric mean between the parts of the hypotenuse, x and x plus 4. So then we get 21 equals x squared plus 4x. Minus 21 from both sides because we want to equal to 0. And we get 0 equals x squared plus 4x. And I just noticed I put in 20 and I should have been 21. And then we're going to say minus 21. Two numbers that multiply to negative 21, or in other words, two numbers that multiply to 21 and subtract to 4, would be positive 7 and negative 3. And just like the last one, we'd say x plus 7 equals 0, but when I subtract 7, notice I get x equals negative 7. Since x is the side of a triangle, that can't be. However, we can say x minus 3 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides, and x equals 3. And notice on this one, I just want x, just like on number 2. They just asked for x. If they asked for something else, we'd have to go back and find that.